morning, everybody, or good day, everyone. I'm Katie, and this is kdmoonchild's world, and my brain just kind of short-circuited there for a minute. You notice that? I forgot who I was. Welcome to my channel. Oh, you. Hey, I have a bunch of new subscribers. I thank you so much for being here. You guys, I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoy this reading. And to my regular subscribers, you know what to expect. And hey, if you're new here and you have never seen this crazy lady uh, with the butterflies in her hair, I hope you enjoy it too. So let's take a look at my card table and I will bring you right back. Hang on. Back. Welcome to my card reading table. Okay, first off, I need to tell you what cards am I using, the deck I'm using. The deck that I am using, pardon me for the giant box, but it is a large box. These cards are the Tarot of Dragons by Sean Mackenzie. It's a beautiful deck. I just thought since it's Valentine's Day and, you know, princes and princesses, it was Valentine's Day yesterday, right? Dragons were kind of apropos for the prince who saves the princess, right? Okay, like, yeah, I'm in fairy tale land, but hey, I kind of live there anyway. Anyway, here we go. Are you ready? This is the Therapets deck by Kate Allen. And it is going to tell us a message from animals that we live around, the critters that are around us, the ones we want and the ones we don't want. Okay. So, like I said, this is a compass. And we will start, usually we will start here, which is today. This is our current position. It is looking at it as though you or me looking at a compass, right? North, south, east, west. Okay. Mountain, valley, sunrise and the promise of a new day, and sunset. I don't know what's going on with the old mouth today and the words and the lips. They just don't want to form. Crazy. Anyway, it is also a cross. The vertical arm of the cross is the mountain and the river, which can be obstacles in your life and in this journey we are about to go on. In the east-west arm, sorry, in the east-west arm of this cross, there's not usually very many obstacles. There can be, but it's about what we have and what we want. And what we have in the center, that everything passes through, around, and connects to and affects one side versus the other all the way around, is the earth. Here in the Valley Lands is the message from the earth. Guys, ready to get started? You don't want to spend your whole time going through the explanation. Oh, yes. And back up here in the corner, these lavender cards. These are from the Self-Care, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. I think right now we could use some guidance on how to care for ourselves, right? Give us some ideas. Sometimes when you have energy that's really low, it's hard to think of those ideas. So, as we get started, I need to tell you, I've been gardening, starting my victory garden, so excuse my arms, they look bad. Okay, let's do this. What have we got here for today? Let's start in the current position. Look at that. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at the glare. There we go. Queen of Pentacles. as she and her helper bunnies take a look at all of her beautiful brood. Pardon me. I'm seeing in that we've been nurturing a change. A lot of change. And each one of those eggs in her nest represents that change. Oh my goodness. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking through the book for just one moment. Let me pause you for a second. I'm going to read to you a little bit about this card in the book. Let you look at the card really close. See her beautiful eggs? With wings spread and talons sunk deep in the forest loam, the Queen of Pentacles fastidious in scales proudly watches over her cherished clutch of perfect eggs. No cave or mountain where for this master Draconis she nests al fresco, arboreal canopy above and soft soil below are all the comforts that she needs. No doting sire for her either. Not that she's alone. She has a forest full of furred and feathered friends visiting day and night, almost as focused on her developing brood as she is. Keep in mind, this is where we are today. The Queen of Pentacles is life, fertile, luxurious, nature in all of its creative glory life. Warm and generous, she is the essence of earth, as it's at its watery best, like the soothing comfort of a bubbling mud pot. Her energy is feminine to an almost stereotypical extreme. Any patch of ground, no matter how inhospitable, she will shape with a domestic hand, turning the meanest hovel into a palace for kith and kin. A paragon of maternal care, she is a healer of body, spirit, and even the land itself. Like the earth, she gives her riches freely. Go to her for sustenance. In turn, emulate her nobility and pass your good fortune forward. It is in the bounteous flow of creation. While I was reading that to you, it gave me a chance to hear what I was being told in my ear from Spirit. This card is to remind us we are creating this. We have to grow. We have to learn. We all have to change. None of us are exempt from this. It seems like times are hard now, but they're going to get a little harder. Matter of fact, they could get a lot harder if you're not prepared. Been warning you and warning you and warning you, I think for years, to get prepared. Didn't know what for. I just knew that you needed to stock up on essentials and basics. Now I'm telling you, stock up on essentials and basics. And if you have things that you like your cell phone, your laptop, I don't know, a tablet, whatever, things that you want to keep charged. How are you going to do that? Maybe you should check into a portable charger, solar charger. This card is saying you can't be by yourself right now. We cannot be alone right now. Pardon me. We have to work together. If we want to bring about this new brood, this new life, we have helpers. We just need to keep watch and act accordingly. Don't be docile and timid and sit back. And on that note, bottom of the deck over here, look at the card we have. We have the 8 of Wands, all pointing up to that dragon that's circling and circling and circling. Those wands are burning in honor of this dragon. It's producing a heat and an energy that we all need. Back to this card. It's that basic and simple. Get back to basics. Work out the things that you can do that is simple. What do you do if you have, say, a gas stove and something happens to the gas line? How do you cook? Oh, you cook in your microwave. Okay. What if it's caused by snow or something like that that has also caused a disruption in your electricity? What are you going to cook on? You may not be somebody who camps, but maybe it might be time to invest in a camp stove, you know, with the little Coleman, I don't mean that as a brand name, I'm sorry, the little propane tanks that attach to them. They use them in van life all the time. People use them every day. So, tell me, Gaia, what do we need to know here? Apparently the message down here in the valley is so important. We have 2 cards. 2 cards. So let's find out what it is. First card is, the Sun card. Look at this card. Knock that over. The Sun card. New life. She wants to bring us and let it loose. It's here. It's here. She's waiting for us to hatch this support system, the new brood for this new life. These are members of this dragon's new brood. This orange dragon, the dragon of the sun. Both of these dragons are not dragons of a group. They are dragons that work and function individually. This is saying it doesn't matter whether other people agree with you or not. Stand up for what you believe in, for your world, the life you want. Stand up for who you are inside. Now, you can't do that unless you look inside. And to look inside sometimes can be quite a turmoil. The Knight of Swords. Look at him. He's definitely been wounded by the sword of truth. And it all just seems like dust in the wind. But the light of illumination coming in on the sword is showing, yes, we will be going through what is going to seem like a tornado or a cyclone, or even for me in the desert here, the largest dust devil I've ever seen. But understand, even though it's going to wound us, we have source light illuminating our truth. And that is what will eventually become the sun. Let's move this over. It will eventually become the sun. It's just kind of like in these two cards, we've got the yin and the yang. We've got the darkness trying to be illuminated, and then it finally is illuminated by the sun. Gaia is saying, if you work and focus on taking care of you, your harvest, in the most sustainable way, the healthiest way for your body is also the healthiest way for Gaia, for the earth, and for the changes she is going through. She needs to heal, and she's going to need everything you've got that is strong to give her, to help her heal here. She's got a lot of wounds, our earth. We did it. I'm sorry. I know people don't like to hear that because it's still happening. We're still allowing it, and we know better. That's the sad part. So the obstacles here are to understand there's a fight first. There's chaos first, and that chaos is going to hurt as it illuminates when you stand for your truth. Don't back down. You look at this dragon is not backing down. It is there. It is standing off, but it is not backing down. And I'm just noticing what could be a wound here, what looked like a wound, also could be a butterfly mark. Like the wound is a sign. Come on. Like the wound is a sign of transformation. Ooh, very interesting. So your transformation is dependent upon fighting this fight right now. Because through fighting this fight, you will never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in ever again. Because if you do it now, it is well known. When you keep standing up for yourself, eventually, you believe enough in yourself that you have a confidence about you that enters the room first. And people don't require you to prove yourself or to explain yourself or any of that fardly-lardle. Ooh, I kind of made a new word there. Sorry. Anyway, let's see what we got up north. Pardon me, quartz. What do we got here? Let's see. Wow, a lot of pentacles today. We have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, look up here. Is that a baby dragon or is that a bat? Looks like it's a bat. I don't know. Let's see. Don't look at what's behind, camera. It is a bat in the cavern with this young, juvenile, but virile green dragon. Could he be a child of this queen over here? Let's see. Well, So I'm going to look and see what the book has to say. Since we looked at his mama, let's see what the knight says. Okay. Pentacles, not swords. It's coming, it's coming. There we go. Page of Swords. Nice and close there for you. Now you can see, yes, that is a bat. In a cave is a lake. In the lake, a rock. On the rock, a pentacle. This is the womb of the world, the source of Earth's energy and deepest secrets. Here stands a young dragon exuding health, intelligence, and infinite promise. She is a scholar in waiting, eager to learn all the earth has to teach her. With talons poised, she studies the pentacle intensely. Oh, such a sparkly. All dragons love sparklies. Oh, she longs to touch it, to know it, to make it her own. Let's look at that again. Look at her. Like a stalactite with wings, the curious bat hangs from the roof of the cave, watching. Loyal, true, and bright as a sunny new pinnacle, the page embodies the earth as much as the mountain encasing the cave. She is ambitious, but idealistic. She plans with care and studies diligently, always focused on the specific goal. As a messenger, her news is of the mundane and material nature. Listen with care. Be inspired. Learn well and work hard. That is the earth, solid foundation on which your boundaries potential can build anything. If you feel stressed or overwhelmed, ask for help, and it will come. I just giggled at her. Oh, such a sparkly. Oh, dragons love sparklies. She longs to touch it, to know it, to make it her own. But don't be greedy and collect too much. I hear you, Spirit, I hear you. So this could be the obstacle. Don't be so focused on the sparkly things that you get distracted on the task at hand down here. And yeah, you're not going to go over the mountain. Apparently you're going through it if you're in a cave. Now it depends. Where's that? That cave's not at the top of the mountain because I see stairs back here. Are those stairs? Or are those terraces of another mountain off in the background? Ah, therein is for your interpretation. Either way, this dragon is well on her way to tackling what she needs to do inside this cave to find her truth about greed and all things sparkly that could be very distracting. What happens to a dragon's fire in the water? Just wonder. I don't know. What happens to a dragon's fire in water? I would think it would put it out, wouldn't you? So she must be very careful if she proceeds farther into that cave. So that is her obstacle. Does she go through the cave or does she go and fly up over the mountain? There could be great try to get your words out. There could be great riches inside that cave. And that bat is watching, very curious to see what decision she's going to make. Oh my. So over here is the opportunity that she's looking at, right? The promise of a new day. Oh, wow. Okay. It's the end of an era. Wow, look at that. And this apparently is the story of the green dragon. With the exception of the sun dragon, the orange dragon. The Ten of Swords is it's the end of the cycle. Doesn't look like what's going on with that dragon. Is that dragon happy? Or is that dragon in pain? I'm going to open the book and we'll look at it in color. What do you say? Swords. We were just there. Knight. Page 10. Look at this picture. Look at that dragon. Is that dragon being hit by lightning and celebrate, or is that lightning or that dragon celebrating? I think the dragon is venerating the ancients and the elders. Let's see. What does the book say? Lightning splits a tempestuous sky, illuminating a pile of boulders heaped atop a skeleton dragon's remains. Only the skull and bony paw are visible beneath the funeral barrow. 10 swords pierce the mound, including one larger one more prominent than the rest, which impales the dragon's skull clean through. A death blow that brought ruin, defeat, and tears. Take a look. Overhead, a grieving dragon challenges the storm, her fierce defiance a plea to the great dragon. She is a survivor and will move on. Desperate, the most meticulous preparations. Things can still, despite the most meticulous preparations, things can still go awry. In this case, everything that can go wrong has. The final blow has been struck, and now you are passing through a landscape of ruin, grief, and devastation. All the power and riches in the world cannot change that. This is a moment of ultimate letting go. As painful as it feels now, and will feel for some time to come, remember that you are not the one buried in rubble. Leap up and learn from the experience. Move on. Survive. Rise. That's what that green dragon is doing. She's venerating and honoring the life of this dragon down here. So our promise of a new day is the fact that this part, this turbulence, this pain and healing is over. It is almost over. This is the future card. This is our promise of the new day. This is where we are right now. Nurturing all of the starts that we need for the sun after this occurs. But in the meantime, it's dark. It's quite dark. I see why this dragon has chosen to go into the cave, in where the things are sparkly instead of dark and full of change and violence. We are about to we are about to come into a time of chaos. We are in the time of chaos, but it hasn't affected everyone yet. And it is about to affect everyone. Okay? Please understand, it doesn't matter who you voted for, what your political leanings are. When there is a shift change to a new world, a new spot, a new position in the cosmos, everything that you are comfortable with, attached to, is about to have a massive change. So I am begging you to get prepared. Do what you need to do to get yourself safe and secure in your homes, where you have food you know you can count on, because you grew it. You didn't have to pay for somebody else's ridiculous price at the grocery store. The grocery store. Sorry. So I think we're going to need some self-care for sure. What is the self-care oracle telling us today we need to do? Here we go. Yes, same as last week. Spend time with your friends. Spend quality time with your friends, whatever that is, whether it's building a project, having a girls' night out, having a guys' night out. I said that last week. Last week it was the Super Bowl. Well, we did the Super Bowl thing. So this weekend, it's whatever you want it to be. Is it a picnic? Is it just get together and hang out? For nothing special? Movie night? With your family? Instead of watching social media? Ha! Here's your challenge in this card. You are being asked this weekend in the evenings to turn off social media. Find something else to do, even if it's a crossword puzzle, even if it's doodling, watching movies. Remember those? Get off social media this weekend. It's okay during the day if you must, but at night, turn it off. Believe me, there's nothing that happens at night you can't catch up on in the morning. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let's put that out there. And let's see what our little critters have to tell us to send us out this evening or this morning. I don't know what time of day it is. I'm lost. I love it. Isn't that what y'all came here to hear? It sure is what I came here to tell you. It's all gonna work out fine. Gonna be a rocky road. Hang on, you got this. We can do this together. That's how it is. You can't do it by yourself. She thinks she can't do it by herself, but look, she's still relying on those forest helpers. This dragon knew she couldn't do it by herself. And she already hatched her babies. It's going to be fine. Quit making a big drama out of things that they want you to make a drama out of. It's all a distraction. And even if they do what they do, say they're going to do, it will all work out just fine in the end. We have a little German Shepherd here telling us that. So, I thank you guys for being here. This has been a fun reading. Interesting reading, that's for sure. Hang in there, you guys. And if you need support, reach out. That's not a weakness. A weakness is in trying to be an island and do it yourself. Sometimes the tsunami can overpower an island and completely cover the high ground. So together we can do this. You know that. We have to do this together. That's where our support is in each other. It's not in our politicians or our heroes. It's in us. The dragon fire that burns in each and every one of us. So you guys, together we're going to thrive. I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye now.